Yes, man, you also known as Jubian Watchner, is always Arsenal. Wow. We never started to play today against Newcastle. Newcastle United defeated us 2-0, and we had a decent starting lineup with Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu on the right side, Tavares on the left, Ben White returned alongside Gabriel in the centre back with El Neni and Xhaka in front of them. Odegaard playing the attacking Roman midfielder with Saka and Smith Rowe and Nketiah on top. Now, when I looked at the lineup, my only weird issue was with Smith Rowe. I found that I mean why Smith Rowe would start if Martinelli clearly has been our more or less threat going down the wings. I mean, Martinelli deserved to start, and Arteta made that error. I can't pinpoint the game, but it was a particular game. I think it's Crystal Palace where Martinelli started on the bench, and fans were wondering why. You know what I mean? We playing against a physical team, a team that is in form because Crystal Palace was in form at the time, and Newcastle clearly not losing at home. Of course, they would have lost to Liverpool and Manchester City, but they are difficult to play at home at their facility, at their grounds, with their fans. 52,000 fans were in the stadium today. Of course, Arsenal had some away fans, but that was the record. Well, that was the number of persons who were in the stadium, and majority, of course, were Newcastle, and they, along with the team that went out there and played against us. And I know I was focusing on Newcastle, but the reality is we did not get started. We are yet to start the game. Our players were more or less stunned. And Newcastle, as we all noticed, played like if they were trying to qualify for the Champions League. Of course, their long term goal with these new investors, of course, would be trying to qualify for European positions. But we didn't show up today, and I want to believe that the reality is our team are just too young and we don't have the experience and the pedigree to really carry us over the line. Now, of course, as we all know, we were not supposed to be in no fighting for top four position. When we look at our team sheet at the beginning of the season and even after the January window, we would be like, all right, let me realistically cater for a top six position, which we are in, and it's an improvement from the previous 2 years where we finished eighth. But we actually were right there, and it was up in our hands still before this kickoff. We could have still controlled totally our Champions League fate, and after the game today, it's no more. And we have to hope that some kind of miracle happen in the Norwich versus Tottenham game, and some kind of miracle happen in our Everton match. Because why I say miracle for us is because I would believe that, or at least want to believe that our players would be shattered after that performance today. We brought on the likes of Pepe, who, wow, Pepe, I don't know. He haven't been playing consistently, and some of the things that Pepe were doing today, I'm not too sure if Pepe might be in the plans for next year. And of course, Nketiah tried his best, and Nketiah has been looking much better in terms of his control, his hold up play, his running with the ball and stuff. But when we look at what Sir Maximum and what Wilson and those guys were doing, we need to have that kind of hunger all the time. And of course, fitness is a factor. Of course, mental strength is a factor. And of course, experience is a factor. But when you look at Newcastle side and you look at our side, it's not much difference, in terms of age, in terms of pedigree. You know what I mean? They're not a better side than us. And they don't have no veteran set of players. Of course, Wilson is a veteran player. And of course, Sir Maximan has been in the league for a while. And of course, Byrne is a 30-year-old. But realistically, we could have matched up with them and beat them. But it didn't happen. We never started the game today. And as a result, remain in fifth position, fighting up until the last day of the season. But you know what? It's always Arsenal.